G'day everyone, Simon from Vegepod. Today talking about the our beautiful new product, Vegepod Perlite Plus. This has been in the making for quite some time and we're really proud of what we've got here. For those of you that know with the Vegepods, obviously we always recommend using perlite and a superior perlite in the bases of the wicking wells and turn throughout the rest of the soil. But many stockists don't have perlite, and those that do have perlite will often have not quite the grade that we're after, and also typically only sold in 5 litre or 10 litre bags, which isn't great for the customer when we're using say 100 litres in a large and 50 litres in a medium. So just the bag size alone is a bit of an innovation. As you can see, we've got 50 litre bags, so that is perfect for our recommendation. One of these for a medium and 2 of them for a large. Obviously half for a small, and you can use the rest in your garden. So getting it in this size bag is a real innovation. It's either 5 or 10 litres, or sometimes you can get the huge 100 litre ones straight from some other manufacturers. Again, doesn't really work around Australia. So this is fantastic and it's easy to carry around, and light of course being perlite. Now when we say not just any perlite, we've gone for the super coarse grade, which is indeed the most expensive to create. They are huge, and that is the quality. So when they pop it at really high temperatures, they will go that big, about double the size of a rice bubble. That's what we want for wicking beds and for Vegepods, because it stops the finer silt going through the wicking wells, and it also has greater porosity, greater surface area to draw that water up to help the wicking process, and indeed to hold water once it's retained inside. The other thing it does is it makes it more light and fluffy when we're turning it over. If you have a look at this, I've got some sample here of some of the inferior qualities that are generally sold for cheaper prices. Look at the size of that compared to the size of ours, right? They look about 5 to 10 times bigger, and that's important. Now, what you'll also notice in there is, look at that grey, right? Leading on to my next point, you'll say, well, there's a bit of greyness going throughout ours. You bet there is, and that's a very important extra factor. It is rock dust. We have added in rock dust, and it is a superior grade again. Why rock dust? It adds minerals back into the soil, which for edible gardening is particularly important for flavours. Now, not all rock dusts are rock dust. Look what one supplier sent us as rock dust. I mean, what a joke. It's the correct rock itself, being basalt, but you know, they are stones, rubbish. What we've got here as our additive is indeed dust. Now, being dust means it's in a form that is soluble. You should be able to see any rock dust be soluble in water, because that's then able to be taken up by the roots and absorbed. Now, this is actually used for laboratories all around the world. That's how good a grade it is. And we've got that going in with our perlite. So all Aussie made, all the top materials, remembering too that it's all organic, because perlite is a volcanic sand, so it's just been heat blasted. So it is indeed organic materials. We do recommend you wear a mask when you're pouring it out, just to ensure you don't get any dust into you. So look, this is going to be going out to market. It's got our brand on there. It's got all the information on there as well for people. 50 litre bags. Knock your socks off.